It's very simple. 3 goals, 3 initiatives in each goal. Here are the 3 goals. Double down on our distinctive undergraduate education. The thing that makes WPI is really our project-based approach to undergraduate education, to having our students learn not just in the classroom, but in the world. And so we have initiatives around that. Elevating our research and graduate education programs. That's a more emerging part of WPI, things we haven't been doing as long and as well. And so we need to continue to elevate those. And the third is about enhancing the reputation and visibility of WPI, really taking this place that we all know and love and letting more people know about it so that they can know and love it. And not through, advertising and things like that. It's really about taking the things that are core to us, who we are, and sharing those more with the world. That's how you build a real reputation. So that's kind of the big 3 goals. And just to quickly flash up so you remember kind of the tags of the 3 initiatives under each goal. But there's amazing things already happening. So in undergrad education for More in 4, it's about increasing co-ops, and I'll talk more about that in a second. We've got over 600 opportunities this year, most ever. Most off-campus IQPs ever last year. Almost 850 students did their projects off campus last year. That is an amazing thing. Where's my IGSD gang? I got IGSD folks in here. There's Kent. New interim dean of IGSD, Kent Rissmiller. That is an extraordinary thing to help all these students in 26 countries, I think, all over the world, do that safely, productively, effectively, and all the faculty that support them. Amazing. Major in a mission, one of the things we're doing is starting a program in what's called Grand Challenge Scholars. This is something the national academies are doing. Again, you might be a mechanical engineer, but if you're passionate about, say, global sustainability or global health, how do you apply that thing you're passionate about within your major? So we've been certified as a Grand Challenge Scholar institution. And that's a great first step in major and a mission. Research and graduate education last year was our biggest year ever in terms of research expenditures. Again, a few hundred K short of 30 million. I already mentioned that. Several large center grants. We're competing on a bigger stage now. We're not always winning yet, which is okay. We're in there fighting, we're in there competing, we're in there contributing. That's the important thing, and we're getting asked to join much larger consortia, bigger proposals. Next week, where's Bogdan? Next Monday, is it? We're gonna have this health IT forum. We've got how many people registered? 134 people registered, mostly from companies outside of WPI, gonna be here on our campus talking about the future of health and technology together. Amazing. These are the kind of things that are going on. As far as the WPI PhD plan, oops, I skipped the personalized online learning, the new innovative online stuff. We've got 2 new courses just launched this term, 50 students enrolled, so we're down the road on that one, making great progress. We've launched our PhD leadership program. There are a lot of different programs that are happening around the WPI PhD plan. That one has 22 PhD candidates participating in it. I'll tell you about some other things going on there too. So tons going on with the PhD plan. Reputation and visibility. We completed the Alden Trust Challenge successfully. That was about raising funds to be able to build the Foisey Innovation Studio. We had, when that challenge was laid out, we had raised about $6 million. We knew we needed to raise $18 million. That's what we promised the board. We would raise $18 million to contribute to the cost of the Foisey Innovation Studio and now Messenger Hall. So the Alden Trust, who've worked with us for so long, came in and said, okay. And Bill and I both sort of went, gulp. They said, we will give you $3 million if you raise 9. So we'll match 1 to 3 every dollar that you raise. We had asked them for 2 to 1. They came back and said, how about 3 to 1? Like, okay. So we did it, but we did it. And we met the challenge. And the beauty of it was we met the challenge with the contribution of over 1,300 members of our community, alumni mostly, others as well. Some of you probably contributed. I know I did. And it was a really extraordinary thing to have the participation rate go so far up. So again, I shouldn't ask this question in the big room. But if you contributed to the Alden Trust Challenge and to the Foisey Innovation Studio, thank you for that. And congratulations to, where's my advancement team? Advancement team, raise your hands. There you are. Great work. Great work. And so we were able to have the groundbreaking because we could raise some money, so that's good. So we had our groundbreaking last week. We've already, again, raised some money against strategic plan priorities. The Kern Family Foundation over the last 2 years has given us more than $2 million. This latest grant was most of that. Glenn Gaudet is, who's I know is traveling this week, his working on with all of our students, not about starting companies, but about infusing entrepreneurial thinking in everybody. We can all think about how do we create value where we are. And that's really what entrepreneurial mindset thinking is all about. And so they're working on that with, I think, 70 faculty across the campus have already participated in thinking about how to infuse that into their courses. Very exciting stuff. Our Center for Project-Based Learning, we launched it in the in January, I believe. And we've had our second Summer Institute for Project-Based Learning, where we had 24 universities, including some global universities, come and participate with us. And then on our global, lot going on the global strategy front, but one of the pieces of that is to launch global alumni chapters for the very first time. We, I think, have launched, that's right, 3, right? Panama and 2 in China. Yep, and incredible already. They're very active, and Peter Thomas and his team, thank you so much for supporting that. I know it's not easy supporting, it's hard enough supporting our US chapters, but doing that globally is tough. And, but we've made it happen as a great way to keep in touch with people. And speaking of keeping in touch with them, email for life for our alums. Deb Scott and her team get a huge kudos for that one. It's not easy. We, thank you, Deb. We lose track of them after they graduate, especially our international alums. We lose track of them. This is a great way to stay in touch with people, keep them engaged in our community. And the way we did it, by the way, was we moved our student email to the cloud. And that happened over the summer, and it allows us to have sort of much bigger volume of much more capacity. And one of the things that's coming is that we're going to move everybody else too, but here's the good news. You go from 2 gigs of storage to 50 on your email. Yay! If you're like me and like the worst email filer in the world, this is really exciting. So stay tuned for that. We're not going to talk more about it today, but you'll be hearing more about it. It's ranking season. Woo! My favorite. I'm not a big fan of most of these. The Princeton Review is nice because it's based on students. It's based on student surveys. They surveyed almost 150,000 college students to come up with their rankings. And WPI, that just came out, I don't know if you guys have seen some of this, but WPI did very well, including, is it for the first time ever, Donna, our athletic facilities showed up in the Princeton Review. We were 11th in the nation in the quality of our athletic facilities. And again, this is coming from the students. I think that's amazing. We're top 10 in career placement. We're top 20 in students being happy. That's good, because we know it's not easy here. But here's the one I like best. Study abroad programs, #1 in the nation. We don't even call it study abroad, but you know, students love this part of our curriculum, and to be #1 in that, that's great bragging rights. And again, congratulations to all the faculty and all of the staff who support our students being able to do that at scale. It's fantastic. So that's exciting. Boise Innovation Studio, here's one view of it, the view from the quad. So when we were out having our picnic today, you can kind of squint your eyes and imagine that this is what it's going to look like, because this is kind of from the seal. It's what the building will look like. And again, the Innovation Studio portion here on the bottom 2 floors with the glass. And then the top 3 floors that kind of wrap around are the Messenger Residence Hall. So living, learning environment. We're still working on what that means. That'll be an exciting thing coming forward. But it's going to be a fabulous showcase for people visiting our campus. But more importantly, it's going to be a great workplace for our students to come together. It'll also have 4 new classrooms, state-of-the-art classrooms in it, housing our Great Problem Seminar, Robotics Engineering Lab, and then some flexible spaces as well in classrooms to, again, I know we're tight on classrooms, and this will help with that significantly. I want it now. Can't they go faster? I want it now. Oh, I'm so ready for this. It's going to be great. Housing a lot of new and innovative programs, Makerspace, and Innovation Entrepreneurship Center, the Global Impact Lab, which is something that really emerged from the strategic planning. So stay tuned. All those things are going to be coming into focus more over the next year. So that's just a few of the achievements, and then there's a bunch more stuff going to happen this year. So just really quickly, we're going to be launching all kinds of stuff. The Research Solutions Institute is our new way of thinking about our research enterprise that's very multidisciplinary, very integrated, that can help us advance these opportunities faster and more effectively. and how do we bring together all of our great minds to solve great problems, not only focused on fundamental research, but really focused on solutions. So Bogdan and his team will be working over the next few months. You'll start hearing about the launch of the Research Solutions Institute. Our next round of faculty hiring, which will be this year, we approved 15 positions, most of which will be in clusters, in sort of intellectual clusters, loosely bound clusters, not like 3 guys who already know each other coming together, but really about people who are thinking about a problem that's in alignment with the research themes in the strategic plan coming in together. They might all be in different departments, but again, it's a way to kind of jumpstart some really exciting research activity. We're, through the PhD plan, launching the Center for Graduate Student Professional Development. We're really formalizing this approach to our PhD plan. More personalized online courses, 2 more will be coming this year, so that's kind of continuing the rollout on the online stuff. Really exciting with Rachel. Is Rachel here? Rachel LeBlanc? And her team in CPE leading the charge there, working very closely with faculty partners. We have it, just stay tuned. In the next few weeks, we'll be announcing a really exciting partnership with Tsinghua University in China. I'm going to China in October to sign some things, we hope. Yes, it's definitely happening. Yes, I'm going to China in October. 3rd trip to China since I've been here. Again, it's a strategic region for us. And Tsinghua University, if you don't know it, is probably the top or 2nd university in all of China. They are an extraordinarily capable and fabulous campus, and there's a whole great story, which I won't tell you right now, about the fact that their most beloved president, actually the guy they refer to as their eternal president, who was president in the 30s and 40s, was WPI class of 1914, Mei Qi. And so, yeah, I know. Oh, thank you for the awe. Aw, I know, right? It's awesome. They love this guy. Like, he was a big education reformer in China, and a really extraordinary leader, and was one of the first Chinese students to come to WPI. Amazing, amazing guy. He's in Skull here, wonderful leader, clearly was destined for greatness, and did that. So they love us at WPI at Tsinghua because of this guy. So it's really neat. We're going to really focus on expanding the number of engineering-based programs that come to the Center for Project-Based Learning for support. That's going to be an exciting thing. We haven't had that many STEM-focused institutions yet. We're really working on expanding that. That'll be one of the focuses at the National Academy of Engineering when we get the Gordon Prize in October. We're increasing our number of co-op-focused events around campus. The first one is, I think, 16th of November, so to get more people talking about co-op opportunities. And for major and omission, we're launching this e-portfolio idea. It's a way for students to connect lots of the different elements of their learning, be they in the classroom, outside the classroom, as they're in support of them thinking about their mission. And it also gives them something fabulous when they're out looking for employment. They have that e-portfolio of their work. It's a great opportunity for reflection. And the Grand Challenge Scholars Program is getting going. We're planning to have our first cohort graduate this year. Very exciting. And as I already said, more than 100 slots and 4 newer expanded project centers for off-campus projects as we seek to meet that goal of 90% of the students doing their projects off campus.